Hello and welcome everyone. This mission will have me out looking for Roosevelt Elk. They can be tricky to hunt, but I've got a few ideas on how to get them. The objective for Connors 9 is pretty straightforward. I just need to harvest 3 Roosevelt Elk. With no restriction on location, the harvest can be made anywhere on the map, but elk are only found in their home range on the eastern side. You'll only find them as far west as North Lake, South Lake, and Belmont Lake. Roosevelt elk can be tricky to get, but if you watch your wind and your noise closely, you'll generally do just fine. They are vulnerable to calling, so the elk caller is my favorite way to bring them in a little closer if need be. So there's a few ways to go about this. Perhaps the simplest is to hike along the eastern branch of the main river or walk along the eastern shore during their drink time. Another easy idea would be to bounce from lake to lake in their home range as well. The strategy I used was, well, by accident actually. I unknowingly did this one passively while completing other missions. The first harvest I mysteriously got when I unlocked the mission at the end of Connors 8. Here I had to get Roosevelt elk out of a ground blind near South Lake. The last harvest was the trickiest of the bunch. The herd was lurking a good distance away, so I had to lure them back to the stand with a collar. He was a decent little silver. This harvest counted as both the last for Connors 8 and the first for Connors 9. The second one was for Connors' end of season, where I needed to get an elk from a lookout tower at night. I quickly found him to the east. Since he was the last harvest for the Connors main story missions, he was a big one. I quickly lined up a shot. He was a diamond and an awesome gimme for the lodge. This monster also counted as my second harvest for Connors 9. The third and final elk I got while completing Dock 17. Here I also had to get one from a ground blind, but this time I used the DLC blind instead of the vanilla. He was a great harvest as well, turning out to be a gold. Upon accepting the harvest, I unknowingly completed Connors number 9 as well. I hadn't realized I had been chipping away at it all this time. So the mission was completed passively, but felt a bit anticlimactic. As a side note, I decided to demonstrate what a hunt along the river would look like, and was pleasantly surprised by the results. My extracurricular activity began in the field where Dock 17 left off. I set the time to just after sunrise. Because the bow won't completely scare away the whole herd after taking a shot, I thought it might be a good idea to try to use. I targeted a drink zone to the west and headed out. Since the wind was blowing to the west, my approach to the zone wouldn't be detected by smell. Once I got to the river, I took a quick look around. A huge herd of females was drinking on the other side, but too far away for me to go after from here. As I was looking for the targeted zone, I heard a call to the east. I suspected it might be them, so I carefully closed the distance to the zone and let them come in at the same time. I was thrilled to discover the estimated 384, along with the other male. He will make a decent trophy for the hunt. They were making their way over to the zone, so I crawled my way in behind them. With a bow, I like to get to at least 40 meters if possible. I snuck my way up from bush to bush to get into range. I was finally at a good distance with a decent angle. Time to try my luck. And he's down. Just as I was about to go claim him, another elk came into range as well. Very nice. Let's see what I got. The second one was a silver at 186.66. My first shot made him alert, but not spooked, enabling me to get 2 bulls from the same herd. This shot hit a little high, just nicking his lung and getting him in the spine. Alright, let's go check out the big guy. He is a very nice gold at 320.92. I love his rack and intend to put him in my lodge. The 600 grain arrow got him a little high here as well, but hit both lungs at 38 meters. Had the mission been active, these 2 harvests would have completed the mission, along with the elk from Connor's 8. I'm glad I took a second swing at it, demonstrating a good approach to the mission and coming out with a great hunt. Every once in a while, the stars align and you can stack missions together like I did. I wish I could say I did it on purpose, but I'm not quite that organized. I will say, though, it was a fun surprise and the extra hunt couldn't have gone more perfectly. If this video was helpful or you learned something along the way, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll be adding more of these guides as I go along with my progression, so be sure to check in for more Call the Wild content. Thanks for watching.